Very good morning to all. This lecture is about cloud orchestration and load balancing, and the code is TCS 750. Myself, Dr. Sachin Sharma. We are discussing Unit 3, the description and evaluation of different cloud software deployment. What are the commands that used to pause and unpause or resume an instance? If you have used AWS platform to create the instance, then you must be familiar about these commands. It's $sign nova unpause instance name if you want to resume the instance, or if you want to pause the instance, then it's $nova pause instance name. So these are the two commands that are used to pause or resume the instance. The list of storage locations for virtual machine images in OpenStack. It's OpenStack Object Storage, File System, S3, HTTP, RBD, which is also called Rados Block Device, GridFS Master OpenStack from Industry Expert. So these are the list of storage location for virtual machine images in OpenStack. What is token? Token is a type of authentication which is similar to password based validation. A token gets generated once the user inserts the credential and authenticates as a keystone user. The token can then be used to access OpenStack services without any revalidation. A token is active for a limited period and it must be renewed after regular intervals. When a user wants to create a token, user first need to authenticate their keystone credential to make sure that the users are authorized to create a token. OpenStack Python SDK. Python software development kit helps user to write application for performing automation tasks in Python by calling Python objects. OpenStack Python SDK, it provides a platform to work with multiple OpenStack services at one place. So what are the components required? Everything will be available on the single platform to develop application on OpenStack. OpenStack Python SDK, it consists of language binding to access OpenStack Cloud, complete API reference, easy interaction with REST API, and sample code for initial applications. So this was the introduction of OpenStack Python SDK. What are the main uses and what is the use of OpenStack Python SDK? What is the function of filter scheduler? Filter scheduler facilitates filtering and waiting or to notify where a new instance can be created. This wait is important in terms of the priority. If the priority is more, then the weight of the notification will be more. And this filtering process helps to identify that at which location the new instance is required and for the which user, which client the new instance is required. This filter scheduler supports working with compute nodes. How does this works? The filter scheduler firstly creates an unfiltered dictionary of the host. And once the dictionary is created, then this filter scheduler filter them using related properties and makes the final selection of host for the number of instances as needed. So this is how the filter scheduler function well as per the requirement and the priority of the client or the user. What are the networking options in OpenStack? Availability zone filter. It filters host by their availability zone. Capacity filter. It filters based on volume host capacity consumption. Different backend filter. It schedule volumes to a different backend. Driver filter. It filters based on filter function and matrix. Instance locality filter, JSON filter, retry filter. Retry filter, it filter the previously attempted host. And same backend filter, most in depth, industry-led curriculum in OpenStack. So these are the networking options available in OpenStack. The networking hardware used in OpenStack. Networks, routers, subnets, and ports vendor plugins. These are the networking hardware used in OpenStack. Hypervisor. For the cloud computing platform, hypervisor is a term to define virtual machine monitor. We also call it VMM, including hardware, software, and firmware components which are running on a virtual machine. Host machine is the one which having hypervisor with one or more virtual machine. And OpenStack compute allows multiple hypervisor, and there are functionalities to choose one among them for a specific purpose. So that's the property of OpenStack compute, which allows multiple hypervisors to the client and the customers. That's it for the day. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.